I'm pretty sure if you read the title by now, you know what this episode is all about. So, why are some people assholes on YouTube? And I'm mainly pointing this out to my work, by the way. Well, let's get a few things out of the way. Now, when I talk about the assholes on YouTube, mainly to my work, I'm talking about the people who will, well, obviously point out that something's fake. No shit, Sherlock! Why do you think it's called a Dream logo or a logo remake? No, I just put it there for fun. And next, importantly, we talk about those who critique. Now, critique is not bad. I don't mind getting critiqued on my work. I've had some people say it looks good. I've had some people say it's not bad. I've had some people say, well, it could have been better. To which I'd say, you know what? Yeah, it could have been. There will be a remake of that, or there'll be kind of a version 2.0. But really, what it comes down to is the people who literally pick apart my videos. I had a guy in December. Now, as you all know, December, January, and February was supposed to be a 3-month drought of logo videos. Nothing absolute. Well, this guy decided to pick apart my 1976 NBC logo remake. Now, why he decided to do this one, I'm not really sure. But he decided to start off with, well, the font's wrong. Well, let me get something out of the way. We work on these videos so fast that sometimes we don't notice mistakes till after they're made. These happen all the time, especially when it comes to the logo videos. Sometimes, yeah, in mini reviews I'll make a flub up, but even then when I make a flub up, I'll actually go through the videos several times. Like, mainly, let me give an example. The McJuggernuggets review. Do you know how many times I recorded that? 3. 3 times I recorded that episode. The last time I recorded the episode was in the morning of the air date. Yeah, that's how close we get to scheduling these people. We finished the video like the day of the air date. In fact, this video right now, as it's being recorded, it is 8 minutes to the day it's supposed to be aired. Isn't that just really jarring to you? Originally, this was being done all in video, and the video was actually like 26 minutes long, but I cut it down. And I decided instead of actually like using that video to bash the people, I would decide to do this audio-wise. And instead of bashing them, I would just kind of give my reasoning. So again, we all make mistakes. The logo videos, yeah, have mistakes sometimes. Sometimes it's because the file has a mistake on it that I don't even notice. It'll be brought up in a conversation later on. But all in all, it's just a mistake. He then went on to say that the audio was not right. He thought that the voice wasn't, well, professional. To which I stated that I found the audio clip from an actual NBC logo back in 1976. And yeah, it was official. I know it was official, because I've seen that clip played several times in various NBC logo compilations. That one is official. Finally, he stated that he thought that voice was my voice, to which again I replied, no, mainly because I didn't have a mic at the time. In fact, I didn't get the mic I have now until the day of that logo video being up, and him sending all the comments. So I very calmly gave him my excuses. Well, not really excuses, I meant my reasonings towards why this was. What he sent back was excuses. He stated that that was all excuses. At one point, he stated, I worked at NBC for 10 years. That audio would have never flied with us. To which I was about to say, it was the 70s. They didn't really give a shit what was on TV back then. At that point, they realized anyone would watch anything. It's not like it is now where we have the internet, where we have just, anything else. We have film. We have, our phones. We could go out and actually talk to people. So, again, I was being calm about all this. And I gave him again my fair reasoning. I said, okay, you can be entitled to your opinion, but don't ruin it for everyone else. And even then, I still got excuses. Like, you did not get it, did you? I did not have a mic at the time. That is not my voice. If it was my voice would be like it is sounding right now. The font, yeah, I can admit that was a mistake. But you know what? The real mistake was not noticing that it was a mistake until then. So, eventually I blocked the guy. And I usually don't block. When I block someone because eventually I can't win the argument anymore. And at that point, I'm too tired to argue anymore. And I decide it's not worth it to argue and block them. The next story happened literally a few weeks later. Still during the 3-month drought. Or what was proposed the 3-month drought. This was actually the asshole who ruined the 3-month drought. He sent me a comment asking me if I was going to work on the 2012 Paramount logo, to which I replied to him, possibly in March. Mainly, I didn't know if I was actually going to pull it off because I didn't know if Aaron or Justin could pull it off, or even Ethan. I don't know if those three could pull off that logo video as much as I could. Usually, yes, I kind of rely on those three a lot more nowadays as I used to rely on myself. Mainly because, in actuality, the logo videos are, well, kind of burnt out videos for me. Yeah, I feel more burnt out making logo videos than mini reviews. Surprising, huh? So, I gave him a fair answer saying maybe in March. He went, okay. I then told him that we were right now currently in a 3-month drought of logo videos. We were not doing any logo videos. We're going to be doing original productions. And at the time, we were just working out our TVC Studios Rewind run, which was going to last all throughout December and into the start of January. Well, what did he do then? He stated in a comment literally a few days later that the non-logo video sucked, to which I had to reply, you know, man, you just don't get it, do you? There is not going to be any more logo videos. And he just kept going on with stuff like that, just saying that they sucked. Eventually, January hit. I had enough of this. I eventually decided to give in and gave the logo videos back. To which he replied, yay, the logo videos are back. To which I also stated, yeah, thanks a lot. You kind of ruined a 3-month plan to kind of show off some actual creativity that was being done at the studio. So, through this video, I personally want to thank him and say that you ruined what was planned to be 3 months of actual creativity. 3 months worth of planning that we were having for creativity. We had a freaking mini run planned for goddamn February. Seriously. Literally this week we would have been gone. The week this episode goes up, we would have been gone for some little mini-series trip that you ruined. Now that I got that out of the way, I basically told him that, yeah, they're back. Thanks a lot. But there has been some changes. And I basically gave him a link to the video that would explain the changes. He said, I really don't care for those dumb non-logo videos, to which I replied, let me tell you something. The logo videos were mainly done to fill up time. The logo videos, to me, aren't really what I feel were the most important videos to the channel. Yeah, they seem important now, but to be honest, inside my head, they seem more like filler. They're the filler videos. The real videos come when you get stuff like this. When you get stuff like, well, let's say the specials. When you get stuff like commentaries. When you get stuff like the update videos. Those are what I feel are the most important. In fact, if I took away the logo videos, which by the way is almost at 200, we would be literally down to 100 and something videos. Yeah, that's how many I've done in the last year and a half. is almost 200 logo videos. So basically, I gave him that little tirade of basically explaining that we were not mainly making logo videos. The logo videos were done to fill up time. He hasn't commented back since as of this recording. Finally, the last story, the one that broke the camel's back, the straw that broke the camel's back, was a little more recent. I had a kid, as I'm going to propose it is, basically write a few comments on all the videos saying that, well, this was done by Ethan1986 Media, not Ethan1986 RBLX Media. Basically, he was trying to tell me that because Ethan changed his name and basically changed his Deviant page, that I should be changing all this stuff. To which I replied at one point that I know Ethan, and I know at one point he stated that we could still call him by his original name, because regardless, people are going to know who it is. Even if we add the new section to his name in there, people still know who it is. They still know who it is because I put the little link to his channel up in the cards. I have his name still in the description saying special thanks. Yeah, people still know who it is. So that was one part of it. The next part of it was him saying, oh, you should have added in some of these videos audio from 20th Century Dog, who we know here on YouTube as Homer Simpson. And Homer Simpson does some very good videos, which again are made with the models by Ethan and Justin. The audio, however, I don't feel necessarily come from his videos. I think they come from some other place. Where they come from, I have no clue. I usually never give credit for audio, unless I know it's something in which I could get a copyright strike for, or a claim. That's when I actually give credit, or I say, no, please respect the original release from the author. So, yes, the audio came from his video, but the audio from his video could have came from somewhere else. In hindsight, the reason this one was the one that finally pushed me over the edge, and by the way, I had to block one of his comments, which was so freaking negative that I had a hard time even reading it and really comprehending it, because at one point he stated that all the logo makers were going to leave me and block me. Guys, this has been a tough time for me, okay? January has been very rough. February is even rougher. This entire time is going to be rough until it all gets figured out. I am right now dealing with the roughness of my parents getting divorced, me being in college, and me being tired. In fact, doing this recording, I'm starting to get freaking dizzy. Guys, when you leave a comment, if you're going to critique with a positive attitude. If you're going to give a compliment, yes, it is nice to get a compliment once in a while. If you want to say something's fake, why don't you first read the title before you say it? Unless you understand that, well, if I don't write Dream Logo or Logo Remake, then yeah, you do have the right to say fake. Other than that, please, keep your goddamn comments to yourself. Folks, we have one more subject to touch upon. And that is the where's the fair use subject. Doug Walker's been talking about this. Alpha Omega Sin's been talking about this. Boogie's been talking about this. I Hate Everything's been talking about this. Your Movie Sucks have been talking about this. And mainly because those last two were the main guys who got affected, along with Doug Walker, on what basically was YouTube not knowing what the fuck was going on. Or at least not really comprehending what they had done. There needs to be a fair line in what is fair use. We understand that. I think Hollywood, yes, has gone too far with, well, taking down critiques, or in some ways, taking all the monetary value out of critiques. When it comes to parodies, yeah, it's even worse. So, basically, tying this back into my main subject, why are some people assholes on YouTube? Well, mainly they just want attention. And when it comes to my work, I can tell that there are some people who really just want attention. But at the same time, I think what they need to understand is I don't really do these videos because it's a job. I do these because I think they're fun. I do these videos because I know it's something that I would love to do. I always told myself that one of my main dreams in life is to become a filmmaker, and I've actually been working on ideas for films that I've wanted to make. Hell, I've started a Patreon page which will be launched on March 1st just to cover a subject like this. So, when you get down to it, really the reason people are assholes on YouTube, like I said, is because they want attention. And sometimes, yeah, they might have a point, but even then, in the end, they all just want attention. So, if you're going to be an asshole on YouTube, at least be a courteous asshole. At least be someone who understands that, yeah, not everything is going to go your way, or not everything is going to be like it seems. Everything has a reason for why it is. This is Tony Rasmussen, signing out, folks. I will see you all next time.